A man was out hunting and had a deer in his sights. Suddenly, he noticed a strange figure. Grady felt a surge of fear because rumors said this area was home to bloodthirsty monsters. So they quickly hid in the lookout tower. Grady told his son to stay completely quiet, but the next moment they heard footsteps approaching. Grady raised his gun without hesitation. It was his first encounter with a monster, and he was terrified. Just as Grady prepared to fight for his life, the creature suddenly turned and walked away. Only after everything outside was completely still did Grady stand up to look around. By then, the wooden planks outside were covered in deep scratch marks, and the deer they had seen earlier had been gutted. As Grady kept watching, he caught a glimpse of the monster. Though he didn't get a shot, the creature had already disappeared. Grady finally felt some relief. His son asked what had happened, but Grady didn't tell the full truth. He said it was just a black bear. He worried that the truth would leave his son with a lifelong fear. Little did he know the monster would still become his son's nightmare. 20 years passed quickly. Jack had grown into a man. He lived with his family in the city, but one day he received a letter, and it pulled him back to that forest. It turned out Grady had passed away, so he took his family and headed back. On the way up the mountain, Jack ran into an old neighbor and offered him a ride, but then an accident happened. Luckily, the car got stuck on a large tree. The neighbor opened the door and fell by accident, so Jack had to get his wife and daughter onto the roof of the car. Suddenly, he heard a low growl, and in the rearview mirror, he saw the monster. Before he could react, an arm smashed through the glass, and his own arm got scratched by the creature. The next moment, the neighbor was dragged away by the monster. When Jack got back to the car, he quickly climbed onto the roof to rescue his wife. Fortunately, the old house was nearby, but then they heard the monster growling again. To survive, they had no choice but to run for their lives. They hid inside the house, but the monster was already at the front door. The pounding outside terrified them. Luckily, Jack used his body to block the door, keeping the monster outside. Jack slowly went down to the basement, found his father's diesel generator, and got the lights on in the house. Although the immediate danger had passed, Jack feared the monster might come back. So to prevent it from entering, he moved a wardrobe in front of the door. He thought this would keep his family safe, but Jack's arm was already infected with the virus. That night, as he tried to sleep, his hair started falling out in clumps.